Now what we need to do is get this information. I have updated this week. We have all the scores over here. You'll notice in column 11 that I did this, I transposed these for both teams, right? So here it shows the Detroit scored 45, right? But if you go here, it shows their defense let the other team score 14, and then their offense scored 45. So we really want this column M. Everybody got that? Actually, we're going to do this one at a time. Well, actually. Okay, so select column M. Now I want you to hold your control button down. Here's another great thing you can learn. Now select column A. You should have only 2 columns selected. Does everybody do that? Oh, this is going way too easy. Something's going to happen. Everybody got that? Now we are going to copy them, because I'm going to take those and put them on our first tab. Okay, so you can either go edit and you can hit copy. Go up to edit in the bar up here. You hit copy, or you can hit Control C. Does everybody know that trick? Yeah. You're going to have to use that a lot for sure. Okay, now that you have it copied, let's go back to our main page. So a shortcut is if you hit to see this arrow down below. I know this is kind of hard to see.
I don't know what this edit is.
It's on your edit. It's on your window. See up here. Look up here. See my pointer. Everybody on the main tab.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Is we're going to go way over to the side. Because this is our meat and potatoes here. We don't want to mess this up. We basically have to process the data before we transfer it. And that we do that a lot in big data. So you can see this is kind of my little spot where I basically process the data before pasting it onto this. Put your tab at the top of AQ. Everybody got it there?
Yep.
Okay. Does anybody remember what team came up first? Detroit, right? So we better see Detroit. So hit Control V. Okay, right there you learned a very, very valuable shortcut. Control C, Control V. Here's another thing I want you to pay attention to. Is we're going to manipulate this, but you can see that there's at least a column in between the data that I'm messing around with and what I'm going to add. That way, if there's a column between it, no matter what we do to this, it'll leave this other stuff alone. That's very, very important. All right, so let's go to the top of this. As you can see, we've got Detroit, we got Philly. We want to put this in here, but where are my teams like over here in the original list? Are they in that order? No. So how am I going to get these into that order? What do you think? Remember, they're listed by teams. Say that a little louder.
Right click and then put sort A to Z.
Yes! Extra credit in my head. All right, so hit ascending. Or do you have that, or go A to Z? Does yours look like this? It should say Arizona. Let me sign in as a guest. Knocked off. Does everybody got this? Let me take a look. Sorted, if you selected the entire column and then sorted, I don't think it worked out for you. What I want you to do is, if it didn't work out, there's a reset button. If yours doesn't look like this, there's a redo button. See this yellow arrow? Do you have that on yours?
No, it's like the top left.
Yeah, I know. It's a little different because mine's Mac. Hit that one to make sure to get back to the same spot. Now what I want you to do is just put it in the top. I want you to put your cursor on the top if this didn't work. If it's sorted perfectly, then you're okay. Now what we're going to do is you can go to custom sort. And this will tell you exactly how it's going to sort it. So this might be a good way to see that. So I'm going to hit custom sort. And you can see where it's actually going to sort. If your list has headers, meaning that there's a column on the top, you can click on this button. And you'll see where that'll come into effect. So it should only select this. You should not be sorting this weak thing up here. Okay, hit OK. Okay. Does everybody's look like this? Arizona should be 1, 2, the third one down. Arizona defense, Arizona offense. The numbers are 13, 19, 20, 10. Everybody got that? Okay, cool. All right, well, let's label this. So this is, what did I say, this week 12? So change the text. Instead of saying week, whatever it says, say week 12. Everybody good? All right. Now we transfer the data. All right. Again, select this column, just the numbers. Now we have it in the right order. Now all I have to do is paste it. If you look, and you can see this, if you ever get confused, you can hide this stuff. And here was the things before. Oop. Arizona, Arizona, Atlanta, Atlanta. Same thing, right?
What tab is that? Or is it always
Should be on all the way to the left. But you can see that if you sorted it right, these two values should be exactly the same. And sure enough, they match all the way down. Okay, so I'm going to unhide this. Okay. So again, let's select just the numbers. Hit Control C. Now let's go to where we're keeping all the scores. So go all the way to the left. See that week 12? Select the entire column and hit Control V. Everybody get that? This is why we're using NFL data in Excel. Excel is very, very important to learn. I don't think a lot of people think that they have, good Excel skills, but when you start getting into it, I think a lot of, your skill set is lacking. All right. So who did not get this?